Well, if you just found your dream home and would like to make it a little bit more energy efficient, I have the right guy to talk to. I'm sitting here with Carrie Bolling, an energy specialist with Alaska Housing Finance Corporation. Carrie, thanks so much for being here today.
Well, thank you, Michelle, for having me.
So, Carrie, tell me, what does Alaska Housing Finance Corporation really care about energy for?
Well, we care about energy because with the house's overall cost, we want to keep it affordable. And so when you look at it buying a house, you want to look at the principal, interest, taxes, and also the energy costs.
Okay.
What is that overall monthly payment going to be? And if it's your energy costs are lower, then that house is going to be more affordable. You can buy more house, and you can afford to keep the house longer.
Great.
Especially if energy costs rise.
Absolutely, as they have, and we've all seen that this past year. Now tell me, how, on the very basic level, how do you start making your home more energy efficient?
Well, to make your home more energy efficient, I like to tell people to start with sealing up the air leaks in the house,
Okay.
the drafty parts of the house. A lot of people think they should start insulating, but that can be wrong. What you want to do is seal up those air leaks, and usually you want to seal them up high in the ceiling in the
Okay.
house.
Okay.
And the reason for this is because there's a lot of warm, moist air inside of a house. A family of 4 generates about 1,100 gallons of moisture a year inside a house.
Wow.
And so that hot air rises and it goes through cracks and leaks in the ceiling, and it can go right through the insulation up into the attic and freeze. Like in this picture right here, you can see this is all frozen water from moisture inside the house.
Now, how can someone find out how energy efficient or how much air is blowing into their home?
Well, there's 2 different ways you can deal with this. One is you can hire a professional, an energy rater, to come in and do a blower door test on your house. The second way is if you wait for a windy day and you get an incense stick and light it and put it around doors, windows, even your attic hatch, and if you see the smoke being blown into the house or sucked out of the house, you know that's a path that needs to be sealed up.
So how do you seal it all up? What is something that we can use to seal
Okay,
it?
well, what you want to do is you want to get up into the attic and seal up all these little penetrations where air leaks up through light fixtures, around stacks, chimneys, plumbing stacks, wiring, with using caulk or foam
Okay.
to seal up the house. And only after we do that do we want to then start to insulate.
How much would that save? How much energy would it save in somebody's house?
Well, air leaks can count for about 20 to 30% of your energy costs.
Wow.
For heating.
But what about your windows?
You need to make sure that you check the gaskets and the ceiling around the windows to make sure that they're okay. If they're single pane, it probably is going to be a good idea to replace them. But if they're double pane glass already, it may not be the most cost-effective thing to do.
And door jambs? Or?
Door jambs around door jambs. Look at the weather stripping around the door. Look at the threshold underneath the door and see if that's sealed properly, and those can be replaced if they're not.
Carrie, if some of our audience members would like to talk to you more about energy efficiency, how do they get a hold of you?
They can call me at 330-8164 at Alaska Housing Finance Corporation. I'd be happy to talk to them.
Carrie, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me here, Michelle.
Now, we will have Carrie back here in a few weeks to talk about some other neat ways to make sure your home is energy efficient. We'll be right back after this.